Hi, and welcome to the Dr. Drum video tutorials. In this episode, we're going to show you how to import your own sounds into the Dr. Drum application. Dr. Drum comes preloaded with tons of high-resolution wave audio samples and sound kits, but creating beats with your own sound samples lets you take your creativity to a new level. Importing your own sounds is very similar to importing Dr. Drum sound kits, which we cover in another video tutorial. If you've already gone through the process of importing Dr. Drum sound kits, you'll notice some familiar steps here, as well as some new techniques you'll want to pay close attention to. The first thing you want to do before importing your own sounds is to collect and organize them properly. Each sound kit, or instrument, should be grouped into its own file folder. The name of the folder will become the name of the sound kit, so choose something brief and easily recognizable. When creating a drum instrument sound kit, the name of the audio files themselves will appear as the name of the drum instrument tracks, so make sure to name them appropriately as well. Once your sounds are organized, we can import them into Dr. Drum. In the Dr. Drum application, you'll want to create or enter into a beat region of the instrument type that your sound kit will be. Our first custom sound kit will be a drum instrument, so I'm going to create a beat region and select drum, which will take me into the drum instrument subscreen. At the bottom of the sound kit browser list, click the Import Kit button. Here's where you'll navigate to the folder in which you organize the sounds you want to import. Once you're in the folder with the desired sounds, click OK. Dr. Drum will take a moment to analyze and import your sounds. There we go, the sounds were imported successfully. Now, in your sound kit browser list, you should see your instrument appear, with the letter C as a prefix to let you know it's a custom kit. If I now click on our custom kit, you'll see the individual sounds load up onto the sequencer tracks, where I can audition and sequence them just as I would any other drum kit. Note that drum kit sounds can contain a maximum of 12 different sound files, corresponding to the number of available sequencer tracks. Let's go back and import a keyboard instrument. Similar to how we imported our custom drum kit, I'm going to create or open a keyboard instrument region to get into the keyboard subscreen. Bass and keyboard instruments are different to drum instruments in that their samples are usually pitched or tonal in nature. When you import a keyboard or bass sound, Dr. Drum will automatically attempt to recognize the pitch of the sound file and shift it accordingly. Keyboard and bass sound kits can contain up to 4 different sound files, one corresponding to each of the C notes across the 4-octave keyboard. For the best results, if you know it, you can pre-name your sound files according to their corresponding C note. You can see here in my sound effects folder, I have 2 pitched sound files, named with the suffix _C2 and _C3 respectively. Let's import these sound files and see how it works. Again, at the bottom of the sound kit browser list, I'm going to click the Import button and navigate to the folder where I've organized my sounds. Once I've located my sounds, I'll click OK. Again, Dr. Drum will take a moment to analyze and import the sounds. And here we see that the sounds were imported successfully. My instrument should now show up in the sound kit browser list, and a quick click will load it up. Now, when I play across the 4-octave keyboard, you can hear that Dr. Drum has taken my original 2 sound files and filled out every note in between and beyond, giving me full use of the musical range. While all you really need is a single C note sound to create your own pitched instrument, that one sound will have to be pitched up or down a great deal to fill in all of the remaining notes. This can sometimes result in the extreme high or low notes sounding less natural. Having a sound file for each of the 4 octaves will reduce the amount of overall pitch shifting required, and will result in the best possible sound quality for your pitched instrument. On a more creative note, A sound doesn't even need to have a real pitch in order to make it into a pitched instrument. By taking a sound file and naming it with an _C suffix, you can force it to a particular pitch. For example, let's take the same dog bark I used in my earlier drum instrument. I'll rename it dogbark_C2 to assign it a pitch. Now I'll go back into Dr. Drum and import this to a new sound kit, just like I did with the previous samples. Looks like we're all set. After importing this sound into a keyboard or bass instrument, I now have a singing dog that I can play like a piano. All of my custom sound kits will now be available to me whenever I open Dr. Drum in the future. Dr. Drum stores your custom sound kits along with your project files in the User Documents folder. In my File Explorer, if I navigate to Documents, Dr. Drum, you'll see a folder called SoundKits-C, and inside of that, your custom instruments will appear organized by type, drum, keyboard, or bass. If you ever want to remove a custom instrument in the future, you can simply delete its folder here. If you're looking for ways to record your own sound samples, there are a number of free cross-platform audio recording and editing applications out there, such as Audacity. Here are some additional tips to think about when creating or editing your own sounds. Normalizing the amplitude of your sound files will give a more consistent sound level across your instrument samples. Also, trimming out any silence at the beginning of your sound files will ensure that they play right on the beat, without any unnecessary delay. Finally, save all your sounds as high-quality WAV files, and avoid using compressed MP3s. That's all for this tutorial. Feel free to visit the Dr. Drum members area for more information and tutorials, and thanks for watching!